The hoodie, the king of relaxed casual style.
Nice.
A great hoodie will feel super comfortable, but will still make your body look strong and athletic. Well, unless the hoodie's shaped like a potato sack. Unfortunately, it's hard to find a hoodie off the rack that isn't super baggy. Not to worry gents, Thomas with Real Men Real Style here. And today, I'm going to show you how to easily adjust your hoodie to fit amazing. You can do all this from home. Here's what you need to get started. A sewing machine, thread that closely matches your fabric, sewing pins, safety pins, fabric pencil or chalk, a seam ripper, scissors, and an iron. Step number 1, measure and pin. So to figure out how much fabric we need to take in, there are 2 methods we can use. Now the first and easiest method is to take a perfect fitting hoodie you already own and to use it as a template. Now I actually don't have a perfect fitting hoodie, so I'm going to use this sweater as a substitute. Turn your hoodie inside out and lay it on a flat surface. Now take your perfect fitting hoodie or sweater and lay it on top. Line up the top of the shoulders and the outer edge of the sleeves. Now take your fabric pencil and trace a line along the edge of the template hoodie, going from the bottom of the hem all the way up to the armpit. If you are only slimming the waist, then you need to taper the line gradually into the armpit. Don't cut in sharply, this leaves nasty looking dimples. If you are only slimming the sleeves, then taper the bottom of the sleeve into the armpit. If you're slimming both the body and the sleeves, then you can continue the line through the armpit without tapering. Now you're going to put in some sewing pins so the fabric stays in place. Now make sure you have those pins oriented in the direction you'll be sewing. That way they can be easily removed as you go. When placing the pins, remember that the bulk of the fabric will go on the left side of the sewing machine. So what do you do if you don't have that perfect fitting hoodie or a sweater for a template? No worries, you can easily figure out the measurements for yourself. Take that hoodie, turn it inside out, and put it on. Pinch the fabric at your sides until it fits as closely as you like. Then secure it in place with a safety pin. Work your way up from the bottom hem all the way up to the armpit, adding pins as you go. You want the hoodie to fit close, but it shouldn't feel tight or restrictive. If the sleeves need to be brought in, repeat the same process, pinching the fabric until you're happy with the fit, then using a safety pin to secure it in place. Make sure you've brought in an equal amount from both sides. Then take off the hoodie and lay it down flat. We're going to use those safety pins as a guide, taking our fabric pencil and tracing a line along the pins. Then replace the safety pins with sewing pins. Point them in the right direction so they can be easily removed later. Step number 2, let's sew. Install your matching thread and prepare your bobbin. Let's do this. You're going to be sewing with a straight stitch. Go with a 2.5mm stitch length. Lay down the first few stitches, then make a couple of back stitches. This locks in the thread and prevents the stitch from coming apart. Carefully stitch down the line you drew with your fabric pencil, removing the sewing pins as you go. Sew in a straight, even line. You don't want to zigzag back and forth. Once you reach the end, finish off with a couple more back stitches and you're set. Now try on the hoodie and see if you're happy with the result. If it still fits a bit loose, then repeat the process again and tighten it up. If it fits too close, take your seam ripper, cut open the stitch you just made, and start over. Step number 3, cleanup. If you're satisfied with how it came out, take your scissors and trim off the excess fabric inside the hoodie, leaving 1/4 inch of seam allowance. Now use a zigzag or overlock stitch to seal in the fabric and create a clean, finished edge. Take your clothing iron and set it to the correct temperature for your fabric. Press the seam flat against the inside of the hoodie so it will drape neatly. Now your hoodies make you look athletic and badass instead of frumpy and unkempt. So now your hoodie looks incredible. But what can you do about your baggy t-shirts? In this video right here, gents, I'm going to show you how to easily adjust your t-shirts.